What's up, YouTube? Okay, for tonight's battle, I got a sweet new battle. Look at that team. Let's get to the question of the day first. So, since I see Pangoro there, that is my very favourite 6th-gen Pokemon. What is your favourite 6th-gen Pokemon? Comment below. Leave a comment. I'd like to sort of see what the most popular one is. I really like Pangoro, so definitely my favourite Pokemon out of 6th-gen quite easily. I like the design, I like his moves, and his stats are pretty awesome as well. I do like, makes a very nice Choice Scarf set. I quite like the Choice Scarf set for it. Anyway, let's get to this battle. So we've got a great mix of Pokemon here. So we've even got Regigigas, Tentacle. I was laughing my ass off when I saw this. I was like, this is awesome, Tentacle. And you don't see Solrock very often too, so I thought this would be a really interesting one. Let's get on to this. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. And their name was Terminator, so I was very tempted to let me give this a shot. I'll be back. Okay, that was probably pretty bad, but yeah. Let's get to the battle anyway. My acting skills are pretty fucking shit. Okay, so we've got a Pikachu lead here. I don't really want to bump into any electric moves, even though that I'm scarfed. It may have like a weird item other than Light Ball, maybe even a Focus Sash. So I sort of just swapped out just to be careful there. Rosie took it like just an absolute boss as usual. With the real purple and black flowers. So out comes Terrorist. So we'll keep away from any jokes there aside. So I thought the best bet here would be swapping to Arbok here. I'm carrying Earthquake on this thing. I know Tentacle just gets Tentacle get absolutely destroyed by Earthquake. I probably think it's definitely special defensive buffed with Everlight. That'd probably be the build I do. It wouldn't be very bulky even with Everlight in defensively. So I get confused here anyway, but I was very lucky to get past the confusion hacks here, I believe, and go for Earthquake, because I think like it may have had other setup moves. It may have had stuff like Scold. If I was to do a Tentacle, I'd probably give it Scold, make it a little bit more bulky in defense, but who knows what it had. It could have had any sort of moves. It could have Aqua Wing anyway. Okay, I went straight for Sucker Punch here because they sent in their Kadabra, probably going for a Psychic, but they double swapped them to me and sent out their Herpes. Whoa, that was wrong. So I'm in a little bit of a fun position here because I can't really do too much of this. I just went for Gunk Shot to get a poison, but this thing is fucking bulky in defense. It's judging by those, obviously it was resistant to it, but even so, it was very, very bulky in defense. It must be like near max defense health to have taken it sort of that well. Can't really do much to it. It sets up Cosmic Power, which is crazy. I'm just going to go into Scum Ninja here because I know I got back in here for a super effective Scold and see what else it's got. So it's got 2 buffs in Special Defense and Defense. So I knew that I'd probably get close to taking this out, so this would be fairly close. And it just lives there. I was like, damn, I'm screwed. But it goes for rest, and it's going to rest all its health back. And I was like, oh, maybe it's got like Sleep Talk or something. Sleep Talk, Cosmic Power, and like one other move. That would be really, really annoying. But it turns out it had Chesto Bro, so Chesto, Resto, Solrock. So interesting. I just continued to go for a Skull, so I thought this would be like solid damage regardless of those boosts. And I got a nice crit there. I was wondering what that Solrock was going to do. So I'm getting pretty fortunate in this battle so far. Getting past that Solrock. Had some nice boost up. Out comes the Pikachu again. Now, I'm scared of this thing because I don't know if it's fast. Or it might be like a weird Choice Scarf set. Like, why else would they send it in? Because they probably would be sort of slower. They're going to go for Thunder, which was, wow, crazy damage for Pikachu if it did have a Light Ball. I wasn't sure if it had Light Ball, Focus Sash, or Choice Scarf. They were one of the 3 items I sort of thought. Then it used Surf. I'm like, crap! A surfing Pikachu. Now I know why they called it surfing. Oh, great. It's like a, I'm pretty sure it's an event move you can get, but what the hell? It had Light Ball anyway, so I found that out with Electric knockoff. But I'm going to take that out anyway, but that was cool to see a surfing Pikachu. I'm not seeing one of them like ever in a Wi-Fi battle. It's weird. I remember my little Pikachu surfing on my Pokemon Yellow game. It's pity it didn't actually pull out a surfboard like the previous gens. That would have been really cool. Okay, so we've got Regigigas out here. Can't I know it's probably got Thunder Wave, Confused Rage to sort of slow down the opponent to try and get that slow start happening. I just went for Rest here because I thought that was the best option rather than just like stacking it or using like a move, any sort of like move on it. So I've got all my health back. That's okay. Then it has a Toxic Orb. I'm like, the fuck? Maybe it has Facade. So it does have Facade, and even with that a slow start, it still hits really hard because I'm very bulky in defense. And I was like, oh crap, I don't want this thing to get past slow start because it's going to hit like a freaking truck. I just stayed into Sleep Talk anyway because I didn't really have sort of any other options. I just went for Knock Off there, so I got at least knocked off a Toxic Orb. I guess didn't really matter because it's sort of already toxic anyway, but I got some damage, that's good. The only real benefit of it being sort of toxic is that it is sort of slowly killing itself. I wasn't sure if I had access to Drain Punch either. I know that's a 5th gen tuner move, but like most people are bringing like tutor moves now, so nothing like really surprised me. I just saw a freaking surfing Pikachu, so it was like a definite possibility they could have that. So I stayed in to get 2 knockoffs in a row. I was sort of hoping for Super Fang to get extra damage, but I was pretty alright with sacking Moray here because I thought, well, I've racked up some good damage with knockoff. That Toxic's going fairly well, and it's like racked up a few turns, so it's within killing range now. Right, so straight into iPhone here. And you're in charge, iPhone. I just had to say that. So straight for the Scarf Waterfall. That quite doesn't kill it. And Lazy Ass is going to hit me really hard there with Facade, but take itself out. I think the turn after that, Lazy Ass actually got his act together. So that was good. It maybe needed Drain Punch there to keep it alive for a little bit longer. So out comes Big Panda. I'm Scarfed. I thought, well, this could be Scarfed as well, but I know that I'm going to outspeed a Scarf Panda. So straight again for my Waterfall here. It doesn't do too much. It's got some definite bulk in its health, and that amazing Storm Throws move on Pangoro is really, really strong. So that's my Finoni down, but that's alright. So I thought Rosie would be like a nice swap in here. I can get some damage off. I know that I can sort of least live one sort of move. They're going to withdraw, which was sort of interesting because they know that I'm specially defensive, so maybe they're like thinking, I don't know, but I'm not sure whether they predicted me going for Toxic, but Kadabra actually had the Magic Guard, so it didn't actually affect him. So that was a very good switch in if they predicted me doing that. Wasn't too sure. I just went straight for the Giga Drain. I did lots of damage. I actually took the Psychic, which was amazing. Kadabra's got some great special attack. I believe they probably got, with Magic Guard, they're probably making use of the Life Orb because you don't take it. It's sort of like Sheer Force, which is cool. And that's Roselia down, but it took the hit, which was the main thing. Now, this was a big move here because I thought, well, they know that I've got Sucker Punch. They probably are going to switch thinking I'll go for it. So I'm going to go for the coil here and take the risk. And it was a really good risk to take because it actually changed the whole match here. I was able to get the coil up, but now I am got a buff in accuracy and attack. I know that Big Panda's not going to outspeed me because it sort of, I'm pretty sure it might be like Bandit or something. I'm not too sure. But it goes down to Gunk Shot, which is really great. And the last Pokemon left is Kadabra. I don't think it's got, it may have, I wasn't sure if it had Recover. It might try and Recover Storm, but it just went straight for an attack, so it probably doesn't have like Recover or anything. But that's pretty much all for the battle, and that last play there was really important there. I almost went for Sucker Punch, but I thought, no, they'll definitely predict me for going for the Sucker Punch, so I just went for Coil. They easily could have gone for Psychic, thinking that I'd think that as well. Well, that's confusing, but that's sort of how Pokemon is. Lots of predicting your opponent, which is why I like it so much. It's fun. But they had a really fun team. I really enjoyed some of their Pokemon. That Regigigas was cool with Facade. Would have been really amazingly scary if that slow start sort of wear off. But I guess the only problem with their Toxic Orb there was they sort of, it really pretty much just killed them staying on the field for like 5 turns that long. If it was just hit and run like something like a Swellow or any sort of Guts Pokemon, it would have been alright, but in that case it sort of like pretty much led to their Regigigas dying in the end. So I probably would have gone with Return there and maybe Drain Punch, but then again they're 5th gen tuner moves, so they could have had them, I'm not sure, but I'd say they would have used them. I'm not sure about the Tentacle, but that was cool. I wish I saw more of that. But I had to take it down because I knew it would be very bulky in special defense if it was Everlight, which I'm guessing it was. And that Soul Rock, I have no clue. It could have been like a Baton Pass set for all I know. Anyway, guys, that's about all for this battle. That question of the day, what is your favourite 6th gen Pokemon? Mine is Pangoro. Name yours down there. Hell, give a reason if you want to. Example. My favourite Pokemon is Pangoro from 6th Gen because it's got a leaf in its mouth. No, not really. Anything, just whatever. Just write a cool reason if you want. I don't even care if you write a reason. Just name your favourite Pokemon. That's about all for this video. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch. Peace out.